The first thought was like, take it easy, Satan.
No kidding.
But yeah, that I'm gonna have an intense like rest of this month, I think.
Look, hey, I told you, Andrew, you should have the class that we have. The instructor hasn't graded anything since the midterm.
Oh yeah, for our forensics class.
Yep.
This guy took 20% off because he said my screenshots weren't clear.
Serious?
And
okay, you win.
My only thought is like, why don't you zoom in? It's a screenshot of like a 1080p screen of like whatever.
That's all you can say is whatever.
I mean, so I really don't have much either for tonight. I guess, Greg, you give us an update on the poster, and then we'll call it a night.
I mean, I've just got started on it today. I'm moving a lot of the stuff straight from the PowerPoint we had from when we did our presentation to the board. Updating a few things. What as far as the conclusion, I was going to do one of the screenshots that Andrew sent out. Unless there's a better one of the data that we were pulling.
Well, I don't think we have to submit the poster for like a week or so.
So 22nd, I believe, was the due date.
Yeah, I don't really
just yet.
I don't really have a good screenshot right now.
Right.
I'm hoping to get a better one.
Mm-hmm.
So I just hold off on that one in particular.
Okay, I mean that's fine. I wasn't going to submit anything until everybody else approved it and agreed on everything. So,
gosh, but I would love to have like something in like chart form.
Yeah,
you have no idea. I'm like, and I'm kind of waffling on the Redis versus Postgres because I spent so much time and energy getting Postgres running. It like feels horrible to like scrap that.
Yeah, I mean that was just a recommendation from him. We really don't have to.
Right. So I kind of feel like I'm going to spend a bit of time trying to actually get that functioning, and if I just can't do it, I'll look at Redis, I think.
Okay.
That's kind of where I'm going with it.
As far as I just I messaged Pawan. I was going to ask him about documentation, where he was at on it. I'm going to try to jump back on it for my side this week, more closer to the end of the week on all of that. Of course, I'm just trying to play catch up since I've gotten back from spring break. So I'm kind of the same place I was last week on my stuff. So I haven't really done a whole lot.
I don't blame you at all.
So I mean, I'm happy with what I think. From what GJ said, I think if everything stopped right now, I think they would be happy, and we would make good on the project. But we're just kind of cleaning up stuff right now.
Right.
Yeah, because documentation will be a big part of it. I think once you actually get down to it, that you'll sink a decent chunk of time.
Yeah, for sure. So I guess we'll I guess maybe next week, let's come back together next week. Hopefully we will have progressed with documentation, finishing up the last milestone, kind of making sure everything's tidied up. Andrew, if you can't get it to work, just do the best you can with whatever you got, and we'll just throw it on there.
Okay.
I mean, it would be nice to have a finished product, but I think if, I mean,
it's a finished product. We're just trying to clean the dashboard up.
Right.
So,
yeah, I think we're good where we're at,
Andrew, with that.
Pardon?
Where do you think we're at with that?
I think realistically, it's just learning how the database works and the functionality with JSON. I've kind of just been attempting various queries on JSON to see what's going to stick. Once I get that, I can start sending it to the browser, and then it kind of just depends on how easy it is to like consume it from a browser.
Okay.
So those are the two major steps, is like actually getting a query to work how I want it to, and then having the browser consume it in like React.
Did anything that he gave you last week, did it help, or is it just going to put more work trying to figure it out?
I mean, stuff like Redis and Grafana is definitely promising. He definitely knows what he's talking about, but my question is, am I going to be able to learn everything I need to do that in like, how many weeks do we have left?
Not long, 4.
A couple of weeks, basically.
Yeah.
Because the thing is submitted on the 29th. So that's my thing, is like whether or not between other classes, I'm going to have enough time to sit down and like filter through a bunch of documentation.
Yeah.
To get something to run.
Well, I mean, you know the meat of the program, so I mean, if I could help, I would. But I think I'm just more or less coming behind you, making what you did and making it work, duplicating it.
In my opinion, we're at a stage where someone that's knowledgeable at Kennesaw could probably switch to Redis if they know a lot about Redis. I don't think they would have many issues altering our program to like send data to Redis and then move on from there.
Okay.
But that's like the thing. It's in terms of programming, like we're at the point where you can basically use any database. It doesn't really matter because the data is being sent from the devices. It's being sent to the server. I suppose it's at this point, it's kind of preference on what you actually want to use. And in my case, like I would know more about like a MySQL database, but I don't think a MySQL database would necessarily do what we're doing with JSON. So that's why I haven't bothered with it.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, there again, let the next group, if they want to recreate the wheel and do it and progress further than where we got, then let them do it.
And who knows, maybe somebody in the next group will be more adept at working with a database than I am. And then like the front end, hell, they may find that they progress faster than we did.
Yeah.
That's not outside the realm of possibilities.
Okay. Well, that's all I've got. I mean, my report this week was not going to be pretty. I mean, it's just going to be pretty much continuation of what we've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
My only thought, that flash session, if we can avoid that like the plague, that would be amazing, because it's optional, and that would actually require us to drive there, I think.
Okay.
An additional day, which is kind of, I'm not sure, but I've been having some interviews, so I don't know if they necessarily want me taking a day off if I put in a 2-week notice.
Right.
The only thing I just thought, I selected it, and it says if you're selected, then you go. But I'm hoping that I was just doing it out of courtesy. You know what I mean?
Runner-up, maybe. Maybe we can just be runner-up.
I don't even want to be runner-up. I just put a third or fourth.
I want a grade at this point, to be completely honest. Yeah.
Very good.
A's are nice, but so are B's and anything that gets me my degree.
That's right.
I want an A because I got my grade point average is looking pretty good right now. So I want an A, but because I think we'll get an A, but the C day and all that other stuff.
This infrastructure defense class, I think that's going to put a dent in my GPA.
Has it been rough?
He doesn't grade things and then randomly takes off 20% for a screenshot. What? Just like, you got to know he's going to hit me somewhere being pedantic on one of these assignments. And he's going to drop me to a B, and already that'll drop my GPA.
Well, let's hope not. Because I hope who is the guy that's your teacher on this one?
Oh gosh, what is his name? It's an Indian guy, I think.
So it's not Ming Hong or whatever.
No, I mean I made a name with Ming. Even with the grade hit that he gave me for that one group project where the guy cheated, I still made an A. Let's see.
Was he plagiarizing?
Yeah, the dude plagiarized on my team. I was like, you got to be kidding me. Surely you were not born yesterday. They all use Turnitin. But I looked at the Turnitin report. Oh man, it was bad. It was the entire section that he turned in.
No, Lord.
Poirier is his last name.
Poirier.
I cannot even attempt his first name.
Gotcha.
I think he's an Indian guy.
With that kind of name, I hope so.
But he's all over the place. Half the time, he'll give you all your modules like 5 days before your assignment. Like we're gonna do an exam that's everything, and then at one point discussions were in the syllabus, but then I think he just forgot to do them, and so he completely redid that grade portion. So all the other projects are worth more, and discussions don't even exist. But they're in the grade book and stuff. This dude's just all over the place, not organized at all. I only just, I think 4 days ago, he graded an assignment from like the first week in February. Yeah, I don't have a lot of faith that I'll do well on the rest of these assignments because they're never clear. It's just like this vague description on what you need, and it's like, go figure it out.
Lovely.
Well, you do got us beat on that, but I'm still a little aggravated with this instructor that he had. I mean, like, we're about to submit our final project. He hasn't put a grade on the abstract.
You're talking about Ming Han?
Yes.
So Ming Han was bad, but I would definitely say that this dude's worse. I'm not a fan of either of them. I've had a few of Ming Han's classes.
So he did.
I had him once too, but I didn't think it was that bad.
He did the same thing to y'all. Didn't put grades on stuff.
Oh yeah. Like the best instructors that I've had, you have Zhang Li, whatever his name is. That's probably the best, and then the rest of the guys that are really good are like Middle Eastern.
Yeah, Dr. Lee's pretty good.
Yeah, Dr. Lee is, I would say, better than average.
Yeah, he's really good.
Well, and I'll be honest, Rich, what's his name, is not bad.
He's just got a lot of random busy work.
Well, he doesn't read anything, but at least he does put grades on stuff pretty quickly.
It's like, yes, I will accept my A that you gave me 15 minutes after submitting a 20-page report. I know you didn't read that.
Dr. Nick was pretty good, even though he was so all over the place.
He was fair, and he was very lenient about stuff.
Yeah.
I'm ready to be done with this semester. I'm hoping summer semester for me won't be nearly as annoying. Because
I'm doing that hacking class, so.
Ethical hacking?
Yeah.
Ethical hacking's not bad. What teacher did you have? Do you have?
I don't know. I'll have to look.
If you got the Middle Eastern dude, he's a good teacher.
Let me look real quick. Hold on. Here, I'm gonna stop the recording.